physical body, if I could just consciously remind myself that everything is already laid out. You are my rock, you are my salvation. So I just have to constantly remind myself, because we are physical beings we are spiritual beings having a physical experience, and through a physical experience we are in a warfare physically, because our nervous system is constantly being revved up. Our attention span is shorter than it's ever been with all the technology. We want things not yesterday, light years a day, okay, if that makes any sense. Having the ability to remember the relationship that God wants with us tends to go in the back seat. Me personally, it's just me. I like to do my best to get all take away all the things, all the distractions, that is allowing me not to be at my best, not allowing me to have this relationship. Because this journey with me, um, reading the Bible, it's not a religious thing. It's more or less of me reminding myself and also establishing a relationship, a stronger bond with the creator God, getting to know his character, understanding, like, his word is his word. Like, why is his word his word? Reading the stories, and I know we get into this thing like, oh, the Bible's man-made. Yes, it is. But let me tell you something. Everything that is needed in that Bible is. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, you guys, I'm back. My cat. Okay, she had to she had to leave, honey. So I had to let her out. But this relationship that I have been on this journey, and I've always been a person to, no matter what my belief systems were, my back. Okay. But no matter how I felt, I've always made it a point to, done my best to remind myself that it's not so much of, oh, I'm going to church and I'm doing the things. It's the relationship. It's a personal relationship, because through that personal relationship, there is something awoken within you, right? So there's that. And I just am so excited for this new season that I truly believe that God has in store for us, right? And it's just something to get excited about, something to think about, right? Because what is God doing in this season, right? Because sometimes a win isn't just a win, like I just said. It's a reminder that God is still in the business of healing, answering prayer, bringing forth dreams. Yeah. Because for those who may or may not know, Jean Michel Basquiat, I was going to say Baptiste, Basquiat, his painting is all over. He was an American artist whose neo experience he would he had um neo exper expressionist. He was a neo expressionist. with works addressed, so his works addressed social, community, and circumstances about wealth, and a lot of his painting has contemporary societal situations, and he formed art. He used his art to talk and discuss a lot about a lot of the racial inabilities to be equal in America. And I personally believe that he was anointed. His I believe his mother was from Haiti, or his father was from Haiti, and I think his mother was Spanish. I know he was like mixed with both. And he didn't come from money. He didn't come from a space where he had so much, but he had a dream. He had something to say. He used to do a lot of graffiti and on the walls. This is back in the day when people would like legit take spray paint and deface public property. I know. But he started off as a poet, in my personal belief. He would write these thought provoking paragraphs. And for a long time, people didn't even know who he was. And from there, his paintings, and he would live with individuals, and he would use any type of medium to bring light to his expressions, to bring light to the inability to have equal rights, and how people were being treated. Right? He used his voice. He paid it forward to bring light into a lot of things. And because he was so young, and he was a young black man, and to have such knowledge, and he was very educated. Unfortunately, his life took a turn through other things, but the premise to put light to what I'm saying is that he had a belief system, and God used him, right? Because a lot of times we think what we have to offer in this world is not enough. We find ourselves in so many different situations. We tend to think that no one wants to hear this. You know, this this is not going to make a difference. Me doing this, me writing this book is not going to do anything. What about Frida Kahlo? She was a Mexican artist. What about her? Imagine if she decided to just, you know what, just lay there. She had a massive back injury that on a bus where a pole literally, like, I don't want to be gruesome, but it just was not a good look. You could do the research on your own, but she was on her back, and she used paintbrushes and started painting while she was on her back. She couldn't move, she couldn't walk, right? And she was a powerful artist. She made a lot of self portraits, exploring identity, gender, class, and also race issues in Mexican society. She did a lot. She was such a powerful artist. I love her. And look at her. Imagine if she said, you know what, to herself, you know what, she just went into a deep depression, which I'm sure she did. And she just decided, said, you know what, that's it. I'm not going to do anything. Her life is, that's what it is. She's why even move forward in life? Imagine if she did that. We would have we would never know the beauty and the expression. We would have never been educated in the way that she was able to do that all through her pain. Like, it wasn't like now you have like all this type of medicine. Okay, this woman was able to produce in such a way, right? Imagine, even again, the Knicks. Imagine if, when that ball was tipping and they they just got stuck, and he didn't take to push this, a little nudge to make sure the ball went. This is history. I say this all to say, guys, do not shortchange yourself. Do not shortchange yourself, because you never know what God has in store for you. You don't know what is the final inning. You don't know. Okay, he left. Okay, he don't want to be with you no more. Okay, maybe that job, you got passed up on that promotion. Okay, maybe your business is not making as much revenue this month. Are you supposed to let everything go? Are you supposed to forget, like, just give up on life because things is not showing you in your best light? No. You do not know what the final inning is.